The whole world is standing before you. Everyone is waiting for you to make a single mistake. But you, the chosen one, will never make that mistake because from now on, God is awakening you. Just like a mother whispering a lullaby into a baby's ear, He whispers to you with compassion. This video is His way of reaching out to you. This message has come to you from a distance that your mind and imagination cannot grasp, because you need to awaken the power you hold within and activate your soul to overcome them. Now write asterisk 77 asterisk in the comments and activate your energy transmission. Then rewind a bit and listen to this section again. Those who saw you as innocent, many of them quietly plotted in the shadows, thinking they could control you in your weak moments. They hoped to surprise you for their own gains, shape your choices, and watch you from close by, waiting to step over you. However, they were unaware of a divine protection surrounding you. There was an invisible shield and a force that did not allow dark intentions to pass through. Not only did you neutralize their games, but you also rose above these traps with the courage to discover your own path. Their anger towards you actually stems from their own disappointments in their failures. They had only seen you as a figure who might falter, but in front of them, they found someone standing on their own feet, pursuing their dreams. Your successes unsettle them because, with the belief in your strongest moments, you unraveled the threads of their carefully woven plans, one by one. While they waited for a weak moment, on the contrary, they became angry, seeing you grow stronger with each step. Despite all obstacles, you keep moving forward without stopping, teaching those who expect you to kneel in your path a lesson. Throughout your life, satanic forces place challenges before you, expecting you to stumble at every new obstacle. But you move forward each time with determination and resolve, because Satan defied God and said he could deceive you. Do you know, chosen one? He never deceived you even once. Look around, everyone is being deceived. Social media, temporary relationships, gossip. They waste their time on such things. But you don't fall for them because your soul is nourished by the most ancient powers. They tried to measure you by comparing your limits, but the boundaries of your existence are far broader than they could ever imagine. You follow a divine purpose. You cannot be confined by the limits people set because the path you walk carries the traces of a higher will. Their anger is not about you making a mistake, but about their inability to stop you. In every effort, your successes surprise them because no matter how hard they try, they cannot shake your stance. Every obstacle they place in your path becomes an opportunity for you to grow stronger. While they continue to exhaust themselves, you run forward with determination. In the face of this resistance, those who see their plans collapsing one by one are now becoming prisoners of their own disappointments. You have the power to maintain your level, being steadfast enough to remain indifferent to the restless games around you. Remember the moments when they tried to lure you into gossip and intrigues with subtle tactics. They tried to confuse your mind, thinking you would react like they did. Their plan was to draw you into their own chaos, but you saw through all the games. You knew that maintaining your inner harmony was a strong response against their expectations. As you continued to remain patient and calm, this attitude irritated them. Now they are making excuses to blame you. However, the real issue was that your mature stance highlighted their inadequacy. Your honest rise in progress, without playing dirty games, caused discomfort. In reality, what you have achieved comes from continuing on your path, and your brilliant success is a difficult truth for them to accept. From their perspective, you possess a strong intuition against the traps in your life, remaining clear and determined in the face of those who plan to draw you into shadow games. They thought they could control you and shape your path with intrigues, but you look beyond the games with your inner guide. You immediately noticed the chaos and unnecessary details that should be kept away, and you maintained a calm demeanor. Instead of yielding to their manipulation, you kept your distance by preserving your maturity. This stance revealed their true colors, causing them to become angry. Their real failure was not only in not participating in their games, but also in exposing how simple their plots were. With your demeanor, you showed the world and themselves that the plans they built were just empty efforts, meaningless games. Truly, not giving up is your greatest strength. Without needing to confront or argue with others, you revealed their weaknesses simply by staying fixed on your inner path. As you rise higher with every step, this forces them to face their own flaws and the passions they could not achieve. The traps they set for you do not work because your steps are powered by a deeper source, and they subconsciously sense this. This consciousness magnifies their anger and frustration. You are always an unreachable force to them, unshakable, strong, and walking behind an invisible protection. Have you ever noticed that many people seem to have no apparent reason for their attitude towards you? They whisper gossip, act distant, sometimes even display an openly cold demeanor. When you look back, you realize that you haven't done anything to deserve their behavior. The real issue here is not you, it's their own inner world. Instead of confronting their inner disappointments, failures, and deficiencies, they choose to project them outward and blame you. People who are unhappy within themselves often try to find someone to blame. In this situation, you naturally become a target because you reveal their shadow aspects, like a light shining in their darkness. Your successes become a reflection of the goals they haven't achieved or have given up on. Your calmness painfully reminds them of their chaotic choices. Instead of developing themselves, they avoid responsibility by projecting all these deficiencies onto you. As someone aware of this situation, it is important to see that people's anger and resentment are actually rooted in their own internal conflicts. The real reason for their contradictory feelings is not your existence. On the contrary, it's because you reflect a way of being that they have dreamed of but couldn't achieve. Your peace, your successes, and your life in harmony with inner balance indicate a goal that is hard to attain for them, making them angry. Not because of you, but because of everything they are uncomfortable seeing. They cannot be in you. These individuals, when manipulation attempts fail, begin to feel like they've lost control and reveal their hidden immature sides. Their fear of someone who has reached their level of maturity creates a sense of inadequacy and helplessness in them. Therefore, at every opportunity, they try to create dramas, attempting to draw you into their whirlpool of confusion and chaos. But when you steadfastly focus on your own development, you demonstrate that these childish traps are ineffective. For them, instead of maturing, the allure of maintaining a life of struggle exists because being dramatic and chaotic is a veil that shadows their reality. Every time you choose tranquility over reacting, your choice becomes a kind of internal reminder to them, a reflection of their frozen selves, and this thought unsettles them. Sometimes these toxic people continue to set traps with passive-aggressive words just to pull you into their own world. Their aim is to force you to react and draw you into their negativity. However, when you choose to maintain your calm, you disrupt their plans. Thus, their immature behaviors are exposed not only by their words but also by their attitudes. Choosing peace in every chaotic attempt means withdrawing from this toxic dynamic, making their deep sense of inadequacy apparent. Stepping into adulthood and facing their own mistakes is a difficult and frightening path for these individuals. Your peaceful and balanced stance makes their own internal conflicts more pronounced. This situation leaves them increasingly conflicted because it exposes their entrapment in immature cycles and their resistance to progress. Maturing and finding peace is a process that is difficult for such individuals to digest. When they display their chaotic behavior, they expect similar responses. However, when you quietly maintain your inner balance, allowing them to reevaluate their negative cycles, staying away from this toxic structure, and withdrawing from the dramatic turns becomes a challenge they cannot learn to handle. When they fail to include you in their negativity, the inadequacies they hide become even more apparent, and they realize it as if looking in a mirror. These individuals who find it hard to exist without contradiction and chaos are effectively defeated by your peaceful approach. Those with a complicated inner world, who avoid confronting their own internal contradictions, believe they can maintain their existence by controlling others. However, this effort to control is a reflection of the deep internal conflicts and deficiencies they suppress. By blaming others and trying to influence their lives, they seek to escape their own losses and failures. Their disappointments are filled with things they want from life but cannot achieve. Instead of developing their spiritual maturity, they seek an external outlet that seems safer by projecting their inner unrest. When they see someone around them carrying traits they themselves lack, they lash out with judgments and accusations to avoid the discomfort they feel when looking at themselves in the mirror. As someone aware of this situation, it's important to recognize that people's anger and resentment stem from their own internal conflicts. The real reason for their contradictory feelings is not your existence. Rather, it's because you reflect a way of being that they have dreamed of but couldn't achieve. Your peace, your successes, and your life in harmony with inner balance indicate a goal that is hard to attain for them, making them angry not because of you, but because of everything they are uncomfortable seeing. They cannot be in you. These individuals, when manipulation attempts fail, begin to feel like they've lost control and reveal their hidden immature sides. Their fear of someone who has reached their level of maturity creates a sense of inadequacy and helplessness in them. Therefore, at every opportunity, they try to create dramas, attempting to draw you into their whirlpool of confusion and chaos. But when you steadfastly focus on your own development, you demonstrate that these childish traps are ineffective. For them, instead of maturing, the allure of maintaining a life of struggle exists because being dramatic and chaotic is a veil that shadows their reality. Every time you choose tranquility over reacting, your choice becomes a kind of internal reminder to them, a reflection of their frozen selves. And this thought unsettles them. Sometimes these toxic people continue to set traps with passive-aggressive words just to pull you into their own world. Their aim is to force you to react and draw you into their negativity. However, when you choose to maintain your calm, you disrupt their plans. Thus, their immature behaviors are exposed not only by their words but also by their attitudes. Choosing peace in every chaotic attempt means withdrawing from this toxic dynamic, making their deep sense of inadequacy apparent. Stepping into adulthood and facing their own mistakes is a difficult and frightening path for these individuals. Your peaceful and balanced stance makes their own internal conflicts more pronounced. This situation leaves them increasingly conflicted because it exposes their entrapment in immature cycles and their resistance to progress. If you're ready for your own progress, type "I'm ready" and watch this part again to strengthen your energy. Maturing and finding peace is a process that is difficult for such individuals to digest. When they display their chaotic behavior, they expect similar responses. However, when you quietly maintain your inner balance, allowing them to reevaluate their negative cycles, staying away from this toxic structure, and withdrawing from the dramatic turns becomes a challenge they cannot learn to handle. When they fail to include you in their negativity, the inadequacies they hide become even more apparent, and they realize it as if looking in a mirror. These individuals who find it hard to exist without contradiction and chaos are effectively defeated by your peaceful approach. Their frustration, stemming from long-standing disappointments, is a result of years of wrong choices and exhausting relationships. While they are adrift in restlessness and chasing dissatisfaction, you set goals for yourself and put in the effort. You are reaping the rewards of your labor. You are walking the path you built for yourself. On the other hand, they are stuck in a loop of failures and regrets, stumbling through the same mistakes and carrying the burdens of the past. They look at you with anger, yet their anger is not directed at you, but at their own decisions and the choices that brought them to today. They see in you the success, peace, and inner strength they missed out on. In their reflection, you shine like a mirror, representing their inability to succeed. This realization hurts them because they see in you the balance and success they couldn't find in their own lives. Their anger is not about you, but about the restlessness within them that they couldn't resolve. Only those who carry fragility within themselves become disturbed by others' progress. Instead of looking at the deficiencies and failures they caused, they prefer to drag others down to their level. But you, while being tested by your struggles, sought ways to rise and found solutions, which disrupts their inner balance. While they look for companions in their inner unrest, you did not join their call. Instead of turning within their circle, you charted your own path, focused on yourself, grew, and thus you are here now. Their anger is a sign of their unresolved wounds and their refusal to heal. They could have chosen to change. They could have made an effort to build a better life, but they stayed in the same habits. Now they cannot digest your moving past this cycle. However, the gaps opening in their lives are not your burden. Their inner dissatisfaction is a result of the lifestyle they chose, and you are not responsible for their unhappiness. Years of perseverance and consistency have carried you to the peak. While you drew your own path and stayed true to it, others were busy draining your energy. Your focused effort led you step by step to success without being affected by their pessimism. Every effort you made had pure intentions, and thus the successive successes and blessings you receive are not coincidences. They cannot grasp the brilliance you possess because its source is not surface level, but lies within your inner harmony and divine path. You know the dedication, deep faith, and inner strength behind this brilliance, but they do not see it because they are caught in negativity. Understanding this journey is difficult for them. While you patiently built your own future, they spent time trying to bring you down, but they were unaware that the light within you is too powerful to be changed by anything else. The successes you have achieved are rewards for the tough paths you have walked. They only see the peak of your success. They cannot see the behind-the-scenes efforts, the trials you have overcome, and the faith that makes you unshakable. While you quietly move forward on your path with determination, others spent their time trying to bring you down. However, behind all these games, you were building your own path. The success you achieve today is a result of your inner harmony, faith, and perseverance. While they thought they could stop your growth, you continued to move forward. They cannot understand how they couldn't bring you down because your efforts were not in vain. You focused on your path precisely where they were scattered. While they were lost in their own darkness, you always reflected your inner light, and this light continues to uplift you. When divine guidance and personal determination come together, external interventions become nothing more than weak shadows. While they thought they could manipulate you with fake games, you walked the path determined by God. At every step, your commitment to success and the purity of your intentions ensured that your efforts were rewarded. This success comes from a depth that others cannot perceive. Thus, despite all their slanders, you are winning, and their inability to understand that this success is not overnight, but a result of your inner strength and patience. You chose to fight darkness by selecting light. While they believe success can be stolen, you showed that success is something that radiates from within. Every rise reminds them of their own limits. The obstacles they got stuck on in front of you could not stand because you dedicated yourself to the path God drew for you. With every rise, you held up a mirror to their own failures. Acknowledging that you have grown and strengthened as someone who does not fall into their traps became a challenging truth for them. For you, continuing to move forward is an expression of your determination. Thanks to your work, the belief you show against every difficulty, and your dedication to spiritual protection, your path will always remain bright. Others may not understand your inner peace and direction, but you know that the foundation of success is not just external results. It is about fulfilling the divine purpose God has placed on your path. Despite roads full of obstacles, this journey you have dedicated yourself to has made you stronger. Let your successes, even if they disturb others' inner storms, because as long as they cannot drag you down, they will have to face their own darkness. Therefore, persist in your purpose and continue to walk firmly on your path. They are angry because they couldn't pull you into their contradictions, but you chose to transcend this negativity. For those who see that they cannot slow you down, your peace and success continue to be an inevitable reality. You are not the creator of their unhappiness. Therefore, do not waste your energy on these contradictions. Move forward on your path, for success for you is more than a goal. It is part of a divine purpose. Every step you take, as long as you remain true to yourself and your purpose, will lift you even higher. Rising may remind others of their own falls, but remember, you live this rise not to compare with others, but to fulfill your inner purpose. Every step is an intention, every effort a prayer. When embraced by a divine power, the traps others try to pull you into with fake games turn into mere shadows. Because on this path, you advance by staying true to your own reality without being deceived by surface chaos. The stones they try to place on your path turn into steps that strengthen your determination. Over time, their anger will have to give way to a deep respect felt towards your silent rise, because the real is unchangeable. Your path is shaped by fulfilling the role God has assigned to you. Remember, success is not an end. It is a journey that is renewed, growing, and strengthening with every step. The fact that this journey, which they couldn't grasp, is actually so sacred and valuable. As you move forward on this path, those who want to leave you behind will have to face their own chaos. Trust yourself as you walk the path determined for you. The light within you will shine even brighter. Every step makes God's grace upon you more visible. Continue to walk firmly on your path. Every obstacle you encounter on your way is merely a harbinger of the next peak for you. Rise without succumbing to others' negativity, trusting your inner guidance, strengthened by faith. The heights beyond where you have come await you on the path you walk with faith. Every victory, every success will continue to shine as evidence of not only your own, but also God's noble purpose for you. Stay true to yourself, remember your purpose, and keep walking. Continue to rise. The peaks that others cannot see are no longer a dream, but your reality, thanks to your faith and determination. As you continue on this path, remember that the journey is carved by more than your own intentions. There's a higher purpose that lifts you, turning each trial into a lesson, each setback into an opportunity for growth. Every challenge is woven into a pattern designed to reveal the best in you, to mold you into a person who can handle even greater heights. With each step, the bond between your spirit and purpose deepens, and the world around you, in all its chaos, becomes a canvas upon which you paint your own destiny. This is not a journey of reaction, but of creation, a path where you manifest strength, wisdom, and clarity. Think of every struggle you've overcome as a testament to a calling that grows clearer with each day. You are walking a path that's been laid out for those few who dare to keep moving forward, undeterred by the shadows around them. This is your place, not because of who you once were, but because of who you're becoming. Those who doubted, judged, or tried to pull you down have, in truth, only strengthened your resolve. They became a part of the story that shaped you, sharpening your focus and reinforcing your resilience. Each moment of resistance has been a lesson, a chance to rise above, to step back into yourself, wiser and stronger. There will be days when the weight of the journey feels too much, but in those times, remember, you are not alone. There's a reason you have come this far. You're surrounded by unseen forces cheering you on, guiding each step, holding you up when you feel you might stumble. It's in these times of quiet support that you realize the strength within you isn't just yours. It's a power that flows through you from a source greater than anything this world could ever offer. As you move forward, each victory you achieve isn't merely an outward success, but a reminder of the inner mastery you've cultivated. People may see your accomplishments, but they don't know the battles you faced in silence, the moments you wanted to give up but chose to continue, and that choice, to rise, to keep going, is what sets you apart. It's why you're here, still standing, still moving toward the purpose only you can fulfill. Keep your eyes fixed on the path ahead, and remember that the light guiding you is eternal. It's a light that burns away every shadow, revealing the truth of who you are and what you're meant to achieve. There's nothing to fear. You're held in divine protection, a force far stronger than any human intention or worldly obstacle. You're exactly where you're meant to be, and with each step, you come closer to fulfilling the promise of this sacred journey. Continue to rise. Continue to shine. You are a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and a living example of faith in action. Know that each moment is leading you to a destiny that's as vast and as beautiful as the spirit within you.